Hey guys, welcome to That Florida Feeling. How is everybody this week? I hope it's been a good week. I hope that it's been a fun week. Thanks to everybody who participated in the polls and questions. I think everybody's actually looking forward to time change. I am not. I do not like when my sleep is disrupted, and we have cats, and so they don't understand. So it's just really annoying. But that's fine. It is what it is. Also, thanks for the good book suggestions. Y'all had a lot of them. I've read a lot of them, but To Kill a Mockingbird, I love that one. That was awesome. And then the C.S. Lewis, I wasn't expecting that, so that was really cool to see. So thank you for participating in that. I really appreciate it, you guys. If you haven't had a chance, please review. It just helps get the podcast to other people. So just if you haven't, please take a second. I would appreciate it. And then maybe I'll stop asking each week. But thank you for that. So today we're going to talk about something that is kind of a personal experience. We know a lot about it. I say we. I have a guest. I'll introduce them in a second. I know it's spring break for the next, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks, depending on where you live, what you're doing, and which part of the country you are going to be coming from. Because everybody wants to go to Florida for spring break, right? Yeah, sure. Sounds good. So we're going to talk about a couple different areas in Florida. And we're going to talk about what we liked, didn't like, great places to eat, to go, to have fun, tourist traps, what to do, what not to do, and things like that. So I'm going to introduce my guest. You've met them before. Say hi.
Hello.
That's Matthew. You remember my husband. Because we have both traveled this entire state together so many times for the past 10 years. And lived in pretty much every part of the state at some point. We're just going to talk about our favorite things. So we'll start with the Panhandle. So Matthew, what is your favorite spot in the Panhandle? If you were going to go visit the Panhandle, where would you go to visit? Navarre?
And Fort
Walton Beach. What would you say your favorite things about Navarre is?
Whataburger.
Okay, aside from Whataburger.
The water's nice.
What did you like about it?
It's very clear. Beach was nice as well.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people.
I liked not going to Navarre Beach. There's nothing wrong with Navarre Beach, but if you went down the Gulf Island, towards the Gulf Island National Seashores, there's a bunch of different turnoffs. And yes, they get full kind of quickly, but the further down you went, the less people you encountered and the nicer it was. That's the beaches you're thinking of?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Until you end up in Pensacola Beach.
Right, yeah, it actually takes you right into that. Don't drive on the sand. That's my one tip. Stay on the road.
Not a good idea.
No. So would you, because we lived in Navarre and we loved it, would you go back in a heartbeat?
Yes.
Yeah?
We going tomorrow?
We can. Do you want to go tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. What else did you like about Navarre? Like, if you were going to go and visit, where would you eat?
Whataburger.
Okay, Whataburger.
That Mexican restaurant.
Which one?
Don't remember the name of it.
Towards Gulf?
That's actually
Breeze.
towards Gulf Breeze, but it's the barbecue restaurant.
The one on the river?
The one with your parents.
Oh,
It's in that little strip mall.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's still there anymore.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, there was
But the one on the beach was good too.
Yeah, that one was good too. There was a rib place we went to. It was on 98 going from Navarre to Fort Walton, and I want to say it was the Rib Shack or something.
Like that,
It was in like a strip mall, and it was amazing. That is probably something.
It had no business being good.
No, it was because you didn't see a smoker out front. It was so delicious for no reason. That was really good. Mm-hmm. But you also said Fort Walton Beach in the Panhandle. Mm-hmm. What did you like about it?
Whataburger.
Okay, again, Whataburger. Whataburger's getting a lot of votes here, you guys. If you haven't gone, you need to go. Also, plain and dry with cheese is the way to go for breakfast. Mm-hmm. All right,
I'm trying to think. Taco Town.
Taco Town's amazing. And peppers. If you're into Mexican, eat Taco Town, which, by the way, Taco Town is a hole in the wall. Do not expect going there fancy gourmet. No.
It's good,
you get your cheap tacos and your cheap nachos and your really good burritos, and you're going to come out feeling disgusting and happy.
I think the most underrated thing, though, sorry to cut you off.
No.
The Burger King that sold burgers for breakfast.
That's right.
I don't want an egg sandwich right now.
Yeah, the Burger King on Mariester Cutoff would actually sell Whoppers at 7 a.m. and we would go and get them, and that was the best thing ever because the Dunkin' was always backed up. It was never worth going to. What was that place? Sealands. You remember going to Sealands?
Yep. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that was a bit of an overrated seafood disaster. The food tasted fine. It was just extremely overpriced. But as far as actually doing things in Fort Walton, I loved Okaloosa Island.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I technically think that's still Fort Walton, but Okaloosa Island was beautiful. Especially if you're staying right there. And there's some really good little restaurants and shops right there that are overlooked. I also liked, they had the Indian burial historic, I want to say it was a museum, but it showed the mounds and stuff. It might have just been a thing. But that was really fun. But like Fort Walton Beach has some really cool hidden gems. I want to say there's like an indoor skate park or something. BMX maybe? It was really weird, but it was, because it was over towards, I want to say, Eglin. But I mean, if you can't go wrong if you're in Fort Walton, but just know that Fort Walton Beach is not actually on the beach. You have to drive to cross the bridge to get to the beach. You got to go across the sound. So don't just assume that you're on the beach just because it says beach. We learned that kind of the hard way.
TBS Comics was good too.
Oh, the comic book store was amazing. That was right. That was such a cool place. I loved that one. Any other shout outs for Fort Walton Beach?
I know we're missing one.
You think so?
That Chinese restaurant we tried right before we left.
Oh, the one off of
Eglin.
Beale?
No, yeah, Beale.
Beale, yeah. It was near the DMV, randomly.
Yeah.
It was in the same place as the DMV. I loved that place.
What was the... It was up the road from there. We had hamburgers.
Fats?
Was it?
Fats.
It's like a little mini... It's like a tiki bar kind
Yep.
of thing? Okay.
Oh, that place was amazing. Yeah, go to Fat. If you're in, I think there's one in Pensacola. There's definitely one in Fort Walton Beach. But hit it up if you can. It's probably some of the best burgers you're ever going to have.
Yep.
For no reason either. So we got votes for Navarre and Fort Walton. What about Destin? Overrated, underrated?
Overrated.
Overrated, except for McGuire's.
And Whataburger.
Well, of course, Whataburger again. If you go to Destin, I'm sure you've heard of McGuire's. I cannot say enough good things about that place. I miss their burgers, even though
This is the one place it's okay to get a hamburger at an Irish pub.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
And a Reuben.
By the way, if you ever go to Pensacola and someone recommends this place called the Tin Cow, do not go. Do not go.
Avoid
Sorry. Back to Destin.
Not good.
I mean, Harbor Walk is fine. It's condos with shops. It's nothing spectacular. The beaches in Destin are nice, but they're crowded. It's overpriced. 98 is a crapshoot.
It's a nice little candy store.
Oh, and the popcorn store too.
Yoo-hoo.
Oh yeah, the candy store. But I mean, if you're gonna go to Destin, just go to Panama City.
Yep.
Now, Panama City, overrated, underrated?
Rated.
Just rated.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're
It's
doing.
about right, yeah.
Yeah, Pier Park was fun. They had some cool shops and some restaurants. The beach is nice there too. Actually, thanks to that beach is the reason we solely decided to move to Florida. Well, that beach and some Smirnoff, but what other good story doesn't start like that?
What was the name of that restaurant?
Which one?
Pool Deck or...
That little tiki bar?
No, the one we walked to.
Back porch.
That was a back porch.
It was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Panama City is Panama City. It's redneck. It's known
Redneck
for
Riviera.
There you go. So, I mean, if you go, great. Don't expect to be the only one there. Although, if you go in the middle of, like, October or in March, like, the very beginning of March, like, end of February, like, a week and a half ago, it's deserted. It's hilarious. But it's still fun to go to. Trust us. All right. What about Tallahassee? How do you feel about it? It's still Panhandle.
Yeah.
It was fun.
For what it was.
Yeah, it's not near a beach.
Yeah.
Don't expect to be anywhere near the beach. I mean, you could drive down to the beach, and actually
It's
those.
like an hour away.
Yeah, but those are beautiful. Like the Grayson State Park and the Rose. Yeah, those are. Now, if you want to go to a good beach in the Panhandle, go to those. Santa Rosa Beach, Watercolor. Go to Seaside. Sea Haven? Seaside. Seaside, where they did the Truman Show. That's another cool thing.
You go see the Truman House.
Yeah. So, I mean, Panhandle's cool. It's got a lot of good stuff. A lot of cool different little things. Great beaches. You know. I can't say it'd be my top spring break destination.
No.
What about Jacksonville?
Avoid it.
Avoid Jacksonville. There's nothing good about
Unless you stay on like Jack's Beach or
Atlantic Beach.
yeah, over there. Don't stay in the city.
No, don't stay in the city.
Downtown.
Gosh, no. Any plugs for anything in Jacksonville?
Bojangles,
Naturally, Bojangles. Anything else?
Whataburger.
Again, with the Whataburger, there's actually 2 in Jacksonville, you guys. I can think of one.
What am I missing?
Poe's Tavern.
That, yes.
Poe's Tavern is amazing. If you do not know what Poe's Tavern is and you are anywhere within the Jacksonville area, you need to go immediately. It is an entire restaurant devoted to everything Mr. Edgar Allan Poe.
Night Pain.
Night Pain. Sorry, South Park reference. But if you love Edgar Allan Poe, I recommend going to this place.
The burger was really good.
The burgers were
Yes.
amazing, and again,
Yes.
for no reason, should not have been good. And they're all named after his famous short stories or poems. I got the Telltale Heart, and that was amazing. And it's right off Atlantic Beach, like you're a block away from the beach. So I recommend that. And then, as far as actual Jacksonville, I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of good recommendations.
Yeah.
It's a beach town, but it's not a beach town, but it's not really sure what it's doing kind of town. Yeah, because, I mean, the Jags aren't playing. I wouldn't even recommend going to that when you're there. The Riverwalk's kind of cool. Kind of cool. St. John's River area. But if you're in Jacksonville, man, just go to St. Augustine.
So, yeah, go stay there and
Go to Ponte Vedra, go to St. Augustine. I recommend St. Augustine. And you've heard me talk a lot about St. Augustine. So, Matthew's turn to talk about St. Augustine. Recommendations. Where would you stay?
How much time you got?
Yeah, I got plenty. I got 60 minutes.
What was the place we stayed?
The really haunted one or the one across the street? Like from the fort?
When you fell into the doorknob.
Yeah, that's a fun drunk story. Side note, most of the bed and breakfasts have bars. Do not be the person to close down the bar. Casablanca Inn on the Bay.
That was it.
Also home to the Teeny Martini Bar. Why'd you like staying there?
Start downtown.
Yeah?
The bar downstairs, free drink.
Yeah.
One free drink.
I
And
forgot
then,
about that.
Yeah.
The free,
And
you
just
coupon for breakfast and one free drink per stay.
go out the back, go out the front.
Yeah, and you're basically downtown. And then parking's included. I forgot about all the extra amenities. And the rooms were really nice. It is super haunted.
Just watch the chair placement going to the bathroom.
Y'all, to my credit, that chair was catty-cornered and it was sticking out into the door frame. And I am surprised I did not lose an eye. But anyways.
That was a fun breakfast the next morning.
Yeah, I kept my hood on. But it was fun. It was a really fun place. Super haunted, super fun. Where else would you recommend in St. Augustine?
No Name Bar.
No Name Bar. Oh, go to No Name Bar, but don't go to No Name after certain times.
Yes.
That's my caveat on that one.
The biggest recommendation's not there anymore is Scarlett's.
I still can't believe they closed Scarlett's. Oh, that pisses me off almost.
What was the...
Not only was it super cheap, but it was super haunted.
What was the Irish place?
Meehan's.
Meehan's, yep.
I love Meehan's. The outdoor bar.
Ancient City Brewing.
Dude, so Ancient City
really
Brewing
good
has
stuff.
a really cool little tap room actually in the plaza right down from the cathedral. It's great for people watching, especially if you sit at a table in the window, but they have some of the most awesome bartenders and they have a really good tap selection.
Good to see a rally.
Oh yeah, we got to see the KKK wannabe people. That was some stuff, y'all. Let me tell you. I thought we were going to see a full-blown riot.
The record store was nice.
What was it called?
Run
Out? No, not Run Out Groove. Tone Vendor. Tone Vendor.
Yep, they were really good.
Tone Vendor is over by Flagler College,
Flagler,
off King Street. I actually recommend taking a tour of Flagler College. It's fun. It's interesting. Their building is absolutely gorgeous. Has no business being a student dorm area, but whatever.
Johnny's still there?
No, it's that barbecue place now. Although, if you're going to stay somewhere that's not completely downtown, I recommend the Cozy Inn.
Yes.
It's down Alt 1, and it's really nice for what it is. I mean, it's like about a mile back if you're going to walk to the fort, right past the Ripley's and everything. But I think it's a really cool walk, and it's a really cool place to stay. I liked it. Side note, the Ripley's to me was a ripoff. I don't recommend doing it. I feel like it was a waste of money. It was too, I don't know, it was too touristy.
And Volano Beach is underrated.
Volano Beach is
It's
underrated.
quiet. Like the Publix is right there, but it's very. You almost have to know it to go.
What was that? What was that place we stayed at? The Magic Court.
Magic Court Motel. Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be really
it
weird,
looks
y'all.
sleazy, but it's very decent. Yeah.
It's got a bunny rabbit, a light up bunny rabbit coming out of a hat. That's all I can tell
I
you.
thought it was on a bicycle.
Was it on a bicycle?
I think it was on a bicycle.
Either way, there's a bunny rabbit. Look for the bunny rabbit. But it's like a block from the beach. It's a block from the Publix.
We'll put that on the show notes on the Instagram.
Yeah, I'll take it. Actually, we have a picture of it. But Volano Beach, and so what's really cool is Volano Beach is more of a locals only. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There is a pier. Definitely cool to walk down to the pier. The restaurant at the pier is really more locals only, kind of hit or miss.
Yes, the biker bar.
Yeah.
Big. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of at your own.
Gauge it.
Yeah, but Puccini's.
The pizza place.
The
next
pizza
to Publix,
place, Puccini's, was amazing.
Fantastic.
Loved that place. So,
But if you're there, you are like.
yeah, you're there.
You're there. Like, it's,
And for whatever reason, getting an Uber in St. Augustine was always spotty at best.
that was the worst.
Yeah, there was no, like, it wasn't consistent. I'm glad that we lived within walking distance of downtown some days, but it wasn't. Now, I'm going to plug something for St. Augustine, and you don't necessarily have to go, but I'm going to plug the Witty Whisker Cafe. It's a cat cafe. It's right off of 1, and you can just, I think you pay like $6 or $7, and you go and you play with cats for an
You
hour.
drink beer too.
And they have beer, and it's amazing. And these cats get supervised or get playtime, and you get stress-free time. And so I just randomly recommend that.
Probably the most hidden gem there.
Okay.
If he's still doing them, go to Beer Hammers and ask for Quentin.
Go. It's
Ask
beer.
for Q.
It's Ghost Augustine.
Yes.
He does ghost tours, and Q is probably one of the best tour guides I've ever. I wish one day I want to have him on this podcast, but
if you can get him to be your tour guide,
it's a haunted pub tour.
it's worth it.
And I can tell you right now, you will not be disappointed.
Like I said, the best place is off.
Scarlet's.
Scarlett's is gone, but
Meehan.
ask for him.
Yeah.
Request him.
Please
Q.
request Q. Just the letter Q. But you're not wrong. Yeah, that is probably the best hidden gem. And I mean, of course, St. Augustine's cool to walk around. Walk around Lincolnville. Go to the plaza.
The
See the
fort.
cathedral. Go to the fort.
Haunted fort at night.
God, that place is so haunted. But yeah, so I actually would recommend St. Augustine for a spring break. It's fun. It's family friendly. There's some really cool attractions for all ages.
I'd move back tomorrow.
I know you would, and I'd probably go with you. All right, let's talk about the most spring break destination of all. Orlando.
Del Taco.
I agree. Del Taco. And White Castle.
Mm-hmm.
And soon to be Jack in the Box. Cannot wait for that one. Where would you stay in Orlando?
Was it the Drury Inn? Not the Drury Inn. What's
Rosen.
It? Rosen Inn. There.
On I Drive.
I Drive. Yep.
Because Rosen has a lot of places, but I don't think we've ever paid over $100 a night to stay
If
in
you
that
stay at
place.
the right place, you walk across the street. You've got Senior Ward Frogs. You walk back across the street. You got Dave and Buster's. And you don't have to
You're about
drive or
You're
even get
about
an
a
Uber.
quarter of a mile from Denny's, and there's a Hooters,
Yep.
and there's all the little shops, and it's right down from a bunch of the upside down house and the
You're
skydiving
close enough to Disney to not get the Disney nonsense, but
and Universal. It's almost right across the street from Universal.
close to it.
Yeah, you're really close to Universal. Okay. Fun fact: Universal or Disney, and why?
Universal.
Why?
It's more grown up, and they have beer at the most tavern.
The Duff Beer.
Yep.
I'm still mad that there's not an alcoholic flaming.
And
Yep.
and
I don't
the
care.
Mummy ride is the best.
Really? I like the Men in Black one. I'm probably one of the few people that say that. That and then the Hippogriff in
It was
Harry
good.
Potter. I love
Even you, because you don't ride roller coasters. You rode it.
No, I loved it. I love that one.
Yep.
I will say though, I don't. Is it Islands of Adventure?
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan on Islands of
They had
Adventure.
the cool Marvel store. The
Yeah,
little arcade
and of
thing,
course the
but-
Hulk, the massive roller coaster.
Yeah.
But
Nope.
I'm not. Yeah, no. I don't know. That just wasn't.
I like
the regular one
Universal.
better. Yeah, and of course, if you go at the right time, you can see the Blues Brothers. You can see the mummies walking around. Patrick and SpongeBob are my
SpongeBob,
favorite.
yep.
Remember when I got to meet Patrick?
Yep.
I saw him through the window. I had to go get a picture. And then Homer. Was it Homer tried to steal my beer? Yes.
He wanted it, but the lady's like, put that away. You can't be in the picture. Like,
Yeah,
Homer
I
Simpson.
get that it's family friendly, but it's Homer Simpson, y'all.
they're no selling in the park.
Okay, would you go to Disney? Ooh, we're thinking.
Yes, but
Okay.
it's. If
What
I've never been, yes.
what park would you go to?
Universal Studios.
No, I meant in Disney.
Not Universal Studios. What is it? What's it called?
Animal Kingdom?
No.
Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios. Hollywood
Okay.
Studios. That one. Sorry.
That's your favorite one?
I think so.
Star Wars?
Mm-hmm.
Mine's Animal Kingdom. The safari rides, the random animals, the Yeti that I
Yak and
hate.
Yeti.
Oh, and then the Yak and... Oh, the frozen drinks at Yak and Yeti are amazing. I liked that one. Okay. Disney and Universal aside, what else would you do in Orlando, if anything?
What is there to do?
Okay.
Drive by the Amway Center and take a picture.
Surprisingly, there is other things to do in Orlando. They've got the Top Golf. They've got the skydiving
Don't they have that
experience.
Jesus Museum.
They have, no, that closed down. The Holy Land. The
Yeah.
Holy Land's gone. But they do have that big McDonald's that makes pizzas and
Pizzas,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Orlando is really family friendly, but if you're not in a family friendly type thing or you don't want to go to a theme park, I hate to say this, but stick to the coast.
Yep.
All right, let's go. Which coast do you want to go first, east or west? What are you feeling?
Let's go in order of moves.
All right, Tampa. Where are you feeling on Tampa?
Ybor City. For Tampa proper.
Tampa proper.
Ybor City. Carmine's.
Carmine's and the Roosters.
Get a
Actually,
Cuban.
If you want a real Cuban, you should go to Carmine's. Also, they have Devil Crab. What else to do in Tampa? The Riverwalk's cool. Bayshore
I
Boulevard.
know what not to do is the aquarium. That thing was garbage.
It was. Like, it wasn't worth the money. The zoo.
The zoo.
Oh my god, I love the zoo. Y'all gotta go to the zoo.
Tampa at Lowry Park. Yep.
That is the best zoo I've ever been to. It
you
was...
Can, you can pay an extra $5 and get a year subscription or year
Yeah.
membership.
You pay once, you pay this one membership, and you go all year. And it's from whatever date you picked it to, like, December 31st.
Yep.
And it's... And they have beer. Let me tell you, I get some looks walking around at 9:30 in the morning holding a Budweiser.
You're
But you
telling
know what?
me I'm a grown man walking around with a beer by myself
Yeah,
in
because
the zoo.
do you remember when I went by myself and they kept thinking I had lost a child?
Yep.
Like,
That's why I'm drinking this beer.
No, why do you think I have a beer, people?
But it got worse for me because they're just like,
Why are you here?
what are you here? Like,
But no, that's a really, and they have really cool conservation, especially the manatees. That was really fun. And, of course, I like the giraffes. And the random bald eagle that never moves out of that spot.
Nope.
I like that one.
the monkeys.
The monkeys. Remember when they woke them up at the waterfall and pissed them all off?
I was mad.
Okay, what else is there to do in Tampa? Anything? No.
trying to
I'm
think.
thinking. I mean, there's Ebor's really cool.
For that we did. Yeah.
Ebor's really cool. Bayshore Boulevard, the Riverwalk, International Mall, the zoo. The aquarium is there. I don't recommend it. We didn't have
No.
fun, but side
The little
note.
trolley thing was good.
Well, I was gonna say, if you go to, that's my side note actually. If you go to Ybor, ride the streetcars.
Yeah.
Go to Tampa Bay Brewing Company.
Because we parked at the aquarium and then went up to Ybor City.
Yeah, we just rode the streetcars.
free.
It was free. Stopped right outside of Tampa Bay Brewing Company. I recommend that one.
Game Time. Was that it? Game Time?
Game Time was
good.
there. That was fun. Do not go to Big Storm. I just have to say that. Don't do it. It's not
Oh,
worth
okay.
your money. They're the better beers across the street.
We'll revisit that when we go to Clearwater.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's just go to Clearwater. How do we feel about Clearwater?
Love it.
All right. What's your favorite thing? And there is no Del Taco or Whataburger.
That's
Oh.
hard. Papa's Diner.
Papa's off Gulfton Bay. So if you want breakfast 24/7, Papa's Diner, y'all.
Is it Philippe Park?
Felipe?
Christina?
Christina's gonna correct me when she hears this. Philippi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. Philippi
good.
Park. Actually, any park you went to wasn't bad.
She'll correct this. Acropolis?
Acropolis.
Whatever.
Really good Greek restaurant off Sunset Point. But okay, so stick to the beach. Would you stay on the beach?
depending on the time of year. When we stayed the one time when it was cold because nobody was there.
Right, it was great. Except the 70-mile-an-hour winds ripping
And
down.
Hulk Hogan snubbing you.
I hate that man. And I'll say it. I don't care. Y'all
Brother.
can hear it. He is an ass. All right, moving on.
Um,
Clearwater Beach, though.
The only thing that sucks about Clearwater Beach is paying this
Parking.
there. It's beautiful, and the pier is awesome.
Oh, Pier 60 is
awesome.
amazing.
But you just got and I'll pay the dollar to get on the pier, which is paying the park.
And if you can find it.
Yeah,
It's-
so you go early.
Yeah, it's ridiculous on that one. Staying there isn't bad because you're there, so you don't have to pay to park. But it's just
Indian Rocks Beach is where it's at for if you're going to the beach.
absolutely
There.
Indian Rocks or Bel Air.
Yep.
I like Dunedin though. Dunedin
Yes.
has the Causeway and Honeymoon Island, but
Crown
the little
Bowl.
small town area,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Crown and Bull,
Crown Bowl, Seventh Son,
Seventh Son,
that little
CUNY.
bookstore.
Oh, back in the day books.
Yep.
I love back in the day books. All right, let's go further south. How do you feel about John's Pass?
Hated it.
Overrated. Yes, there's a lot of shops. Yes, there's a lot like Lori's Soaps. I like Lori's
The
Soaps. there.
street fair was great.
Oh, the seafood festival.
COVID aside, it was
Yeah.
I could just hella expensive.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because what did I get you? The
$12
Speedway stick?
$12
for
chickens.
$12.
One piece of chicken was $12, y'all.
And it wasn't even worth it wasn't even worth $5.
Parking down there is atrocious.
Yep.
If you don't go early, you're never gonna get in. It's overrated though. All right, the Boardwalk Grill had probably one of the best, hands down, Philly cheesesteaks I've ever had in my life.
What was that pizza place that was good?
De La Rosa's.
God, it was so good.
De La Rosa's was good. There's a Hooters, fantastic. There's a Bubba Gump's, great.
There's a
Not
pla-
even worth
There's a
it.
place that sells tea that you need to avoid it.
Oh, Spice and Tea? Not a fan anymore. But John's Pass to me is just overrated. Like, they have the alligator experience. I thought that was not worth your money.
That looked terrible.
I just, like, it's touristy. It's very touristy. You get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
And then St. Pete is really cool. The beaches are really nice.
Go to the Trop.
Go to the Trop if there's a game playing. Or, hey, you're at spring break and you're in Clearwater, go see the Phillies. Go see the Blue Jays. If you're in Tampa,
Yep.
go see the Yankees. Trust me, it'll be the best 10 to 20 bucks you ever spend. You'll have fun. You'll get sunburned. You'll eat some really good food. If you're in St. Pete, though, and you're near the Trop, go to Ferg's. Ferg's is that
Really
really
good.
cool sports bar, open bar concept.
It's not the greatest food, but it's good. It has a good atmosphere.
I ain't there for the food.
No.
Yeah.
Good atmosphere.
That was great. Especially, remember the homeless guy that was going to steal that man's beer?
I do.
That was hilarious. But St. Pete's cool. St. Pete's got a lot of cool stuff going for it, a lot of niche, especially like Gulfport.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a lot of Cabo bars, definitely a lot of good food, especially Mexican. There's a lot of good Mexican food down there. And of course, seafood. Gulf shrimp is great.
Mhm.
If you're near John's Pass or Madeira Beach, hit up Dockside Dave's. Best Gulf shrimp I've ever had. One of the best.
It's back to Clearwater, but the same area. West Shore Pizza.
Oh, West Shore Pizza. Well, that's all of Tampa too.
Yeah, but
that's
it's all it's in
great.
the area.
Loved it. All right, let's go further south. How you feeling about some Naples? Actually, you want to hit Venice first?
Let's do Venice.
Let's go to Venice. How we feeling? Do you think Venice would be good for spring break?
No.
No.
If you're going down there to get to rage and party and
Venice
do your
is
thing,
not the place for you.
no, it's
Venice is beautiful.
If you're our age for spring break, absolutely.
Oh yeah, you hit up TJ Carney's or actually just about TJ Carney's. Well, there's the
Carney's.
Daiquiri Bar.
That daiquiri bar across the street.
That was good. That's really about it though.
If you're there and he's still there,
Yeah.
Tommy Santelli is playing the show.
At the
In
Just, yeah, in
he's not
general.
there to give.
yeah,
If you see him playing a show in that area,
although
go do it.
he's been playing at the Jetty.
Yep.
So if you're in the area, check out the Jetty.
Go do
The
that.
Jetty in general is pretty cool, but
What was it Sharky's?
Sharky's on the
Pier.
pier. God, that was
Oof.
amazing food.
It's the best grouper sandwich I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, and that was also probably the best bushwhacker I've ever had.
Yep.
Yeah, Sharky's on the pier is just amazing in
It gets you in
general.
trouble.
But you will wait. You will wait.
Yep.
Unless you're lucky like us and
Found 2 seats at the bar.
inadvertently kind of push people out of the way. Yeah, Venice is not for spring breaks.
No.
Venice is beautiful. Venice is amazing. Venice is a quiet retirement
There's
town.
not a lot of places on the beach though.
No,
to
there's
stay.
not. It's not.
Which is good.
It's kind of like they didn't let them build there, which
Yep.
was kind of awesome.
Mhm.
Although, if you do want to stay somewhere fun in Venice, I recommend the Banyan House.
Yes.
Stayed there. It was amazing. Really nice people. Really cool property.
No, no,
Actually, one of the first swimming pools in Venice.
And the hotel we stayed at wasn't bad either.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it,
You talking about
but
the?
full kitchen and
Oh Lord, I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Inn on the Beach.
that.
It was actually
It's
right
not even near the
across.
beach, but it's.
No, it wasn't right
Was
across
it?
from
Oh.
Venice Beach. Remember, it
We
was
just
right
couldn't get right
across.
to it though.
Yeah, you had to like it was
Go up
a
the
roundabout
store,
way, but Inn on the Beach. It did survive Hurricane Ian. I definitely recommend checking it out. All right, Naples. How you feeling about it? I'm not gonna lie to you. Fort Myers is destroyed right now, so
Oh,
I'm not even
yeah.
gonna mention it. Love to Fort Myers, love to Punta Gorda, love to Arcadia, love to Port Charlotte. Let them heal, guys. Not even gonna talk about them. Not that I don't want to. Amazing places, fun, beautiful. Give them their time, guys. They're not ready. Naples,
Badass coffee.
absolutely badass coffee. They did also get damaged from Ian, but they're back open and they're doing good.
Was it in Sushi Thai too?
Oh, Sushi Tattoo is so cool. It's at the beginning of Fifth. That's an amazing place. Actually, no, I mean, again, Naples is also that place. They do close pretty early.
It's not a spring break. That's like it's. If you're in your 40s,
Yeah,
absolutely.
mid 30s, early 40s, even on up. Yeah, definitely. I only mentioned Naples because of how beautiful the beaches are.
Yep.
They're
Loudermilk Park.
Loudermilk Park, which the pier's gone right now,
Ooh,
so
that sucks.
it does. But Naples has got some really cool, especially the shells. Remember seeing all the shells?
It's
Awesome.
good to just hang out. You're not going there, like I said, it's not, it's like Venice. You're not going there to rage
Not at all.
or
Not at all.
come on! It's
Right,
none
yeah.
of that. Like,
But I mean, there's some really good
Bougie.
seafood out there. There's some really good.
it's very bougie too, though they try to be, especially Fifth Avenue.
Oh, actually, I think that whole downtown area is.
Just, what was the Irish pub we went to?
It's closed. I don't remember the name of it.
If you ever go to that place, don't wear a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
you'll get-
will
you'll get
get
looked
your
out of
butt
there.
kicked. That was fun though. That was a
Mm-hmm.
fun night. All right. So we've hit up Naples. Let's go across. How you feeling about Miami?
By limited time, I wouldn't.
You weren't impressed with
Like,
it?
with the cruise, what little we saw, it's been 10 years, but
Oh, that's right. I've seen more of Miami than you. Sorry.
I do like Sunrise.
Sunrise
close
is
enough.
great for the Panthers. Yeah.
Go to Pantherland.
Yeah.
Get some Florida Panthers gear.
Having been to Miami around spring break and then not at spring break, I was not impressed at either time. There's just too many people.
Yeah.
There's too many people trying to be something they're not. It's too crowded. It's too, I don't know. There's other parts of Florida that I think are better. And that, but note that my love and hatred of Miami does not extend all the way up.
No.
Boynton.
Was it Deerfield?
Deerfield
Loved it.
Beach was amazing.
Loved it.
It's there's some hotels right on the beach or right like we stayed at the Carriage House. It's a block from the beach.
Yep.
It's amazing. There's
That's
some really
a walk.
good
Yep.
bars and restaurants right at the pier. The pier is really cool.
7-Eleven.
Right, that 7-Eleven was badass. That old lady she was
On 7-Eleven.
Yes.
And that restaurant, I don't remember the name of it, right there too, was pretty good.
No, it was. It's the open air. It's like the sports bar. And then Flanagan's.
Mm-hmm.
Flanagan's was great. Their wings are amazing. I could see that being a spring break destination. That would be okay. Because it kind of
It's still older people, but yeah, you could
bleeds up from Miami.
do it.
I'm gonna talk about the Keys for a second because you haven't been yet. The Keys are great. It depends on which key you go to as to what you want to do. Key West does not stop. Never stops. Won't stop. Good luck. Thank you. It's fun. It's not family friendly. I don't care what they tell you, but it's fun. So if you're looking for a wild time that's not Miami and not Panama City and you want to really go somewhere, hit up the Keys. If you want to go scuba diving, hit up Marathon. If you want to say you've been to the Keys and you're just kind of sort of in the Keys, go to Key Largo. But you won't be disappointed. Plenty of family friendly stuff to do in Upper Keys. The Turtle Rescue, the Dolphins, the snorkeling, the Jesus statue, Christ of the Abyss statue, excuse me, I get corrected on that. Definitely fun, definitely beautiful scenery, definitely a lot of great seafood. All right, Matthew, moving on up the East Coast. How are we feeling about Vero Beach? Actually, we can
You
talk.
need to go further south than that.
Where do you want to talk?
Well, we got Port St. Lucie, you got
Oh, Sturt.
Stewart.
Jensen Beach and Stewart.
Decent.
Okay.
I don't know if it'd be necessary. From what we saw, I don't think it's necessarily
Spring break-ish.
spring break.
No.
It's still more
It's
older folks.
And so is Jensen Beach,
Yeah.
and so is Port St. Lucie,
I'll tell you one place you don't need to go.
which is
Fort Pierce.
absolutely not. Sad though, they have some really pretty beaches.
Yep.
Pepper Park was amazing.
The jetties were nice. Whatever.
Yeah, the jetty.
The manatees.
Yeah, saw the minute. If you're near Fort Pierce, go to the beach, go to the jetty. Don't go anywhere else.
What's the coffee shop?
Old Florida Company Coffee.
It was good. The little in the house kind
Yeah.
of thing. It was good.
Actually, on a previous podcast, I tell you what that was. It was actually an old store, general store.
What was that restaurant we ate? It was decent.
Sea turtle, seagull.
Where they had
Turtles?
they had the expensive
Which one?
seafood. They went grouper, and it's like we don't have grouper right now. Like
Thirsty turtle.
that was it.
Thirsty turtle.
Not
It
terrible.
wasn't bad actually. The view was really cool because it was
Yep.
right there on the beach or on the intercoastal.
Yep.
That was really cool.
That's really about it.
Yeah, that really is. How about Vero?
I liked it.
I did too. I actually really liked it.
Yep.
The Prestige Hotel is right on the beach. It's got a really nice kind of
So we
veranda
saw the
area.
Bobcat.
The Bobcat made his appearance. I think he was more scared than all
Yep.
20 of us sitting there on the
An
veranda.
overpriced Italian restaurant
Yeah, don't.
across the street.
Dear Lord, that was so
Mhm.
bad. But Vero's really cool. Vero's got a really, really laid back vibe.
If you're into church stuff, the Cowboy Church, you have to pretty much know it's there to know it's there.
If you want to go to church in Vero Beach, check out Chapel in the Woods Cowboy Church.
Mhm.
Probably one of the best churches I've ever been to. I miss it every day. I miss it every day.
Friend of the
There.
show.
Huh?
Friend of the show.
Definite friend of the show. Actually, family friend. Old family friend. But definitely check it out. But Vero Beach is cool. They have some beautiful beaches. Hutchinson Island is over
And
there.
it's also they call it Zero Beach for a reason, but it's like
Yeah.
I don't need a bunch of kids and a bunch of drunk
Right. So again,
teenagers.
it's probably more 30s and up. But there's some really cool little places. We went to this really great place in Sebastian that was right on the ocean.
Mhm.
Gorgeous, great seafood, amazing place, really beautiful beaches. But nothing's gonna be open late.
And there's a Del Taco in Melbourne. Just
There
up the street.
is a Del Taco in Melbourne. All right, let's talk about Melbourne. How you feeling about
I don't know much about Melbourne, but I would go.
You would
I
go?
I'd-
You'd recommend it?
If we get supplanted from where we're living now, I would.
Definitely Melbourne to check out. It's got a really nice beach too. It's got a really cool area. They've got that Vieira, that new planned community over there.
Is there a lighthouse too?
Yeah, right up north of it. Not a spring break community though. Not a spring break.
No, not at all.
All right, let's go Cocoa Beach.
Not terrible for what little we were there.
We've been a couple times.
I don't know if it would be a spring. That's getting closer to spring break area
I could see it being spring
as
break
you go up. Yeah.
because it's not far from Daytona. There's
You can-
things that stay open later.
And if they're doing one, you can see the
Oh, the rocket launch,
space shuttle launch, which we got to see.
which was insane. I didn't think we were gonna be able to hear
Yep.
it. All right, Daytona. Definitely.
It's spring break, yes, but it's not.
I always laugh when spring break coincides with biker week,
Oh Lord.
and then they all come up to St. Augustine.
Yeah, we dealt with that in St. Augustine.
Oh my god. Daytona's fun. Daytona has a really nice beach. I know a couple of things that got destroyed during hurricane. It was a hurricane. Tropical storm? No, it was a hurricane. Hurricane Nicole. But Daytona in itself, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's overrated. It's sleazy. It's dirty. It's not. It's.
Because the time, where do we stay?
We stayed in Ormond.
Yeah, because Ormond was nice. We just drove down. It's like you can't tell one place to the next.
Yeah, they
It's
don't
just
end or
like-
begin, but it's just Daytona definitely had a sleazier feel to
Yes.
it. Definitely a dirtier feel. I mean, yeah, the Daytona 500, the International Raceway,
It's-
they're great NASCAR.
You get the name for it. Just it's.
Yeah, but it's just if you're gonna go to spring break and you're gonna go anywhere on that coast, hit up Cocoa, hit up St. Augustine. But Daytona to me is just overrated.
Living when we lived in Tennessee, that's where everybody went.
Yeah,
You either go to Panama City Beach or you'd go to Daytona for whatever reason.
Or
Go,
Destin.
I didn't hear that when I was growing up, but when I was growing up, we're going to Daytona.
yeah. I mean, everybody went to Daytona.
Okay, and then when we finally went the first time, I'm like,
What
is this?
This is it. We've been to better places with no names. So there's a lot of good in Florida. That's spring break. There's a lot of bad. Unfortunately, in the middle of Florida, there's really just Orlando. Because I don't foresee many people going to Okeechobee
Wauchula.
or Wauchula. Or,
I'll go to Wauchula, but
heck yeah, but you sit there and you fish on the Peace River.
but
But I don't, you know.
if you want quietness, go to Central Florida.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just Lakeland, Winter Haven, Auburndale. Just
Mount Dora.
if you just want to be away and just say you're in Florida, and not when you're not a beach person.
Even Tallahassee.
Perfect.
Yeah, even
Yep.
Tallahassee works for that.
Perfect.
But
They got Whataburger in Tallahassee.
they do, and it was good. So, I mean, Florida offers a lot for spring break. They offer a lot of good stuff, a lot of great restaurants, a lot of great museums, a lot of great beaches. But just know yourself before you go. If you're expecting to be a rager and you're going to walk up into some place like Cocoa Beach, good luck.
It's like the place in Naples, the Irish pub. You take 3 or 4 of your friends and y'all are ready to party and rage and raise hell.
You ain't going nowhere.
You're gonna fight your way out.
Yeah, you're not.
This is not.
Yeah. So, like, know your destination, know what you want to do. Don't go to Vero Beach expecting to have an all-night party. It's not going to happen. But if you're looking for somewhere kind of family-friendly and fun, then definitely check out places like Destin or St. Augustine or,
Even Orlando.
Orlando, definitely for family. If you want a fun beach, Clearwater.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely Clearwater. I can assure you to that one. St. Pete's awesome. Any of those. So, just if you are going to go to Florida on spring break, be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Do not leave trash on the beach. Do not touch the manatees. Leave the alligators alone.
Sea turtles, leave them alone.
Don't touch the turtles. And please, 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 please do not turn into the next Florida man. Because I guarantee you, you are not Florida man if you are on spring break. Because none of us locals we know better. We don't go to the beach. We don't go to certain places. We're not dealing with y'all. So if you do come, be respectful to those of us who have to go to work at 4 or 5 in the morning and then drive home. Don't be that ass. That's all I ask of you.
Mm-hmm.
Any parting words?
Don't be that ass.
There you go. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a great week. Stay hydrated. And as always,
That's your daily dose of sunshine.